Irving police officers shot and killed a man who they say was armed with a knife after that man plowed through a traffic barricade and led officers on a chase. It happened this afternoon about lunchtime on the Bush Turnpike near Highway 114. After a short chase, police say the driver got out carrying a knife and started moving toward an officer. Fox 4's Peyton Yeager spoke with a man who witnessed it all while trying to take his family to Six Flags. Peyton.
And Steve, we are still waiting for the suspect's identity this evening. Now, Irving investigators, they were here on the turnpike for hours today. It actually just opened up around 7 p.m. this evening. A witness I spoke with, he had his entire family in the car, and he says all of this took place in less than 2 minutes. All day Wednesday, a crime scene sprawled across the southbound lanes on President George Bush Turnpike near Las Colinas Boulevard. Irving police say an officer shot and killed a man armed with a knife. It was the last thing Sean McDonnell, his wife, and their kids expected to see on their way to Six Flags at lunchtime on Wednesday.
As we got to the other side of the light, we saw that police officer with his gun drawn, pointing towards somebody. Highway
Patrol was already working a fiery crash involving an 18-wheeler from earlier Wednesday morning on the turnpike just north of Highway 114. Irving police were called in to assist with traffic control, establishing a barricade for safety. But around 11 a.m., a driver blew through the orange barrier and passed two police cruisers right in front of McDonnell's car.
He went right through the cones, right between. You could see the car jolt to the left between the two cops, and then he took off at a high speed.
The two police officers started to chase the SUV. Police say the suspect got out of the SUV with a knife and began walking on the shoulder. Investigators say the officers then followed the man on foot and tried to de-escalate the situation, asking the suspect multiple times to drop the knife. Irving Police Chief Derek Miller described the tense next few moments.
The suspect turned around and moved towards the officer. The officer, continually trying to de-escalate the situation, was forced back into a vehicle that was in the right shoulder of the road. So this person actually backed my police officer down the shoulder of the road with a knife in his hand.
Irving police say the suspect ignored all commands, causing the officer to open fire multiple times. The suspect was shot and later died at the hospital. No officers were injured. At the scene, a blade resembling a box cutter was lying next to an evidence marker. Chief Miller says multiple investigations are now underway.
He had several opportunities during this entire event to make personal decisions not to do what happened. We've got to figure out why he burst through the barricade at a very high rate of speed.
Police also tell us the officer who shot and killed the suspect is a 15-year veteran with the department. Now, again, there's multiple investigations here. The department will conduct an internal affairs investigation, and the DA will also conduct its own investigation to determine if the officer followed protocol.